Hey everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your news report and second stimulus check update. Fox News reports that House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy said that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is the major roadblock, preventing lawmakers from passing stimulus relief. But what do you think? Is Pelosi the problem in Congress? Is she holding back our second stimulus check? And Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin wants to redirect $580 billion of unspent stimulus money to prop up small businesses and extend unemployment benefits, according to Business Insider. Mnuchin told Bloomberg, "I hope that Congress will seriously consider reallocating $580 billion of funds that have already been appropriated that wouldn't cost taxpayers an additional penny." Do you think this is a good idea from Steve Mnuchin? And should Congress go ahead with the plan? Business Insider also reports that Mitch McConnell has shown support for Steve Mnuchin's plan. McConnell backed Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin in his extraordinary clash with the Federal Reserve. Both want Congress to reallocate unspent stimulus funds to support small businesses. And the Daily News reports that Governor Cuomo tells Biden $500 billion in stimulus funds is needed to bail out states. Now before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. That way you'll never miss all of the newest and most up-to-date, reliable stimulus check information. And let's get this video to 1,000 likes to show Congress that we need more stimulus. And here's some news about the 2020 election. President Trump has falsely claimed that he won the presidential election. That's according to NBC News.
And millions of dollars of negative advertisements against me during the campaign, which I won, by the way, but, we'll find that out.
Those his first public comments in a week, coming as Georgia tonight certified that President-elect Biden narrowly won the state, reaffirmed by a hand recount.
As Secretary of State, I believe that the numbers that we have presented today are correct.
As part of his unprecedented effort to bypass the vote count, President Trump tonight's eyeing Michigan, where Biden leads by more than 150,000 votes. The president summoning Republican state leaders to the White House, confronted by protesters when they arrived in D.C. The lawmakers in a statement tonight did not say whether the president pressured them to overturn the results based on unproven claims of fraud and voting irregularities, but said they would uphold Michigan law, requiring the state's electoral votes go to the winner of the popular vote. This tonight from Biden's legal advisor.
Of course, it's an abuse of office. It's an open attempt to intimidate election officials. It's absolutely appalling.
The White House says it will not discuss a transition until the president's legal challenges to the election are resolved.
234 pages of affidavits publicly available in one county alone. These are real claims. These individuals deserve to be heard.
But as of tonight, 24 of the 35 legal challenges by the president and local Republicans have already been denied, dismissed, settled, or withdrawn, according to an NBC News count. Republican Mitt Romney, a frequent Trump critic, accusing the president of trying to subvert the will of the people. But most Republicans have not pushed President Trump to concede, even as President-elect Biden, turning 78 today, met with Democratic leaders Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer.
In my Oval Office, you're mi casa, you casa.
There we have it. President Trump has not conceded the election. Now what do you think? Who won the election, President Trump or President-elect Joe Biden? Tell me in the comments down below. In regards to our second stimulus check news, the blame game is still being played in Congress. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy blamed Pelosi for holding back our second stimulus. McCarthy, who said he has been in touch with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and the White House about relief legislation, characterized Pelosi's approach to negotiations as nothing is better than something. A senior Democratic aide told Fox News on Thursday that McCarthy, Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, and Chuck Schumer were scheduled to meet on Thursday, though it was not clear whether relief would be discussed. Now folks, everybody in Congress is playing the blame game once again. From Kevin McCarthy to Speaker Pelosi, the Democrats and Republicans are blaming each other for the lack of stimulus. They are not getting anything done. But tell me in the comments down below, who do you think is to blame for holding back our stimulus check? Is it Mitch McConnell for continuing to propose smaller, skinny stimulus bills that he knows Democrats will reject? Or is it Speaker Pelosi for not being willing to negotiate with the Republicans? Leave your comments down below. In response to McCarthy's comments, Fox News reports that Drew Hamill told reporters that Democrats have been pushing Republicans to move forward with stimulus relief for 6 months. Hamill said in a statement, "For 6 months, Democrats have been pressing Republicans to agree on the next round of relief. And for 6 months, Leader McConnell has insisted on a pause, while the White House negotiators accuse vulnerable families of lying about not being able to pay the bills. But as millions of families fall deeper into despair, Mitch McConnell's emaciated proposal gives no stimulus checks, no rental assistance, no nutrition assistance, but does give liability immunity to employers who get their workers sick. Now remember folks that House Democrats passed a $3 trillion HEROES Act in May, which did not have Republican support. They sent an updated version to the Senate in October, which also did not get the GOP support. In regards to unemployment benefits, Business Insider reports that Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin wants to funnel unspent stimulus money into the American economy. Mnuchin told Bloomberg, "I hope that Congress will seriously consider reallocating $580 billion of funds that have already been appropriated that would not cost taxpayers an additional penny. The pool of funds includes money appropriated by Congress through the CARES Act in March." With that being said, everybody, that is all the news in regards to your second stimulus check and unemployment benefits. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell.